Hey, this is Danny Lilker from a bunch of fucking bands, and this is the Obscene Extreme pre-festival interview, Maryland Death Fest, Baltimore 2012, and I'm here with Keijo, who you would know from Rotten Sounds, but this year he's going to be appearing at Maryland Death Fest and at Obscene Extreme with NASUM. So I wanted to ask you a couple of questions about that. Now, I know that when NASUM decided to do stuff again, Anders reached out to you because he's like, who's the guy who's going to do it right? Because obviously with Mieszko, you have to find somebody who's going to have the proper spirit of NASUM, and you were the choice. So what is your opinion about that?
Well, it was kind of an easy decision when they asked me. I was really honored, and I was actually on tour in Canada at the moment. And one thing I've been saying all the time, which bums me out a lot, is that I never get to see the band again when I'm in the band now. But that's the only negative side. So I'm really happy and honored, and I've been trying to do the best I can.
Yes, and of course now that NASUM temporarily has a Finnish member, what's it called? How do you feel being the only Finnish guy? Do you think they worry that you're going to drink too much all the time?
I'm sure they worry a lot of that, but
maybe you have a knife.
No, I mean, yeah, we don't carry knives. Not all of us. Yes, we do. But about drinking too much, I'm thinking that they don't drink enough. I'm kind of lacking the party mentality. Although we have had some, but I mean, I have to teach them to drink on this tour. They're going to be healthy when we finish.
I don't think you're lacking the party mentality. I think that your party mentality is probably too extreme. But that's not a bad thing, because, you know, we're going to be obscene and extreme this year. Right. You know, with fucking NASUM, with Keijo here. Okay, we're back. So there's an unfortunate reason that you have to be on this tour, that anybody has to sing a NASUM except Mieszko, and we all know what happened back in Thailand and everything. So you are friends with Mieszko. So is there kind of like a personal connection when you're singing? Do you feel like, oh man, you know, I'm replacing the guy, and like, does it give you like goosebumps? You know, is it kind of a very emotional thing in a way?
Yeah, it is really. I mean, in the early rehearsals already, it felt really strong when I started to get my shit somehow together. When I started to nail the songs at the rehearsals, I don't believe in ghosts or anything else like that, but I felt his presence in the rehearsal place at times. And that's something I think that he's there with the songs. He always will be there. He's immortal with all the great stuff he's done together with Anders and other guys.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. So, since you seem to be now the frontman for NASUM, I think a lot of people are going to wonder now that NASUM is doing shows again if they are going to go into the studio. And I was wondering if you knew anything about that.
I know. We are not going to do anything like that. So this tour is going to be over actually. 6th of October is the last show. That will happen in Stockholm. And after that, NASUM will not exist anymore. It will be, that's the end of it, and that's final and that's clear. And I know that a couple of people have been thinking that, well, maybe you could just change the name or do something else together. I don't know. I don't feel that would be the right way to go either, because first of all, I live in a different city. It's already difficult to do this one-off thing. Doing that constantly would be a little bit too exhausting, especially when I have bands of my own as well.
Yes, because of course you play in Rotten Sound, which everybody knows, and Rotten Sound also has done many Obscene Extreme festivals. So did you, the NASUM guys, I don't know if they've been to this before, did you tell them what they can expect with the, you know, people running around in banana suits and, you know, just lots of alcohol and depravity? Did you tell them this is going to be a good one because Kirby doesn't fuck around?
Yeah, well, we had a discussion about Czech Republic in general, and we got an offer also from another great festival who's done by another friend of mine. Brutal Assault was offering us a show as well.
Of course.
But we had to choose Obscene Extreme, and me and Jun has been there, Jun with Victims.
Right.
So basically, we had to choose this one because I said it to Zurbi that it would be crime in grindcore world if we don't play Obscene Extreme in Czech Republic. That's the capital of grind.
Absolutely, because the Obscene Extreme Festival, I could talk shit because Chirby's right here, but the truth is that out of all the festivals in the world, like the one we are at right now, which is the one in the U.S. that has the most extremity, there's not that many festivals. I mean, of course, there's great other festivals in Germany and Norway, but for the one that has the really intense underground, the grindcore, the extreme death metal, the crusty stuff, then Obscene Extreme is fucking amazing, and it would truly be a crime if a reunited NASUM, even for reunited for 6 months briefly, did not get to play Obscene Extreme. So I think that you're doing the right thing, and I won't be there myself, but I know it's going to be killer, and you have a good fucking show there, man. Okay, well, since we have you here, and you are, of course, a Rotten Sound member, we should ask you, can you tell us what is going on with Rotten Sound in the near future? Because obviously with grindcore, you guys are a major force, so what can you tell me?
Well, I can tell that we have a couple of songs which we are finalizing, and I'm not sure what we're going to do with them. Possibly some splits or an EP or something, a smaller release in between the albums. That's something that we usually do. And as soon as this NASUM tour is over, I hope that we tour some in Europe first, and maybe also other continents if we get good offers. But I really want to say that we want to come back to US and Canada next year sometime.
You're always welcome there.
Yeah.
Okay, and real quick, now Rotten Sounds and Obscene Extreme have a long relationship, and you played Obscene Extreme in 2000 when it must have been fucking primitive. So I wasn't there myself. What are your memories of the old Obscene Extreme shows that Rotten Sound did?
Well, first of all, I have to say that the promoter was really cheap at the time. We had to drive from Finland and back fucking 4,000 kilometers, spending our asses for one show. There was no internet. I'm so old. That's old, so we couldn't book anything else. Then basic Finnish stuff, we were drinking much heavier than nowadays, younger guys, and I think that year every year I passed out right after show somewhere in the backstage area. That happened last year as well, by the way.
I've seen a lot of people asleep at Obscene Extreme, all over the place.
Yeah, too much absinthe. I think that's the problem. We can't handle it. That's only for Czech people.
That is evil. I know the Finns drink their vodka, but absinthe apparently is over the line. You're going to be playing Obscene Extreme in a couple of months. Are you guys looking forward to that?
Yes.
And you?
Yes.
Wow, these guys talk less than I do.